Hey guys, Angie Atkinson here, real quick, with a vlog extra today. We're going to talk about what it feels like to be unheard. All right, let's get started. Hey, thrivers and survivors, it's Angie Atkinson, and today at queenmeeting.com we're going to talk about something interesting, something I don't think a lot of people talk about. I've talked before about how one of the biggest things that we lack as survivors is validation. Okay, and what I mean by that is that, most of us are pretty good at communicating, right? And if we're being honest with ourselves, nothing really erodes our sense of personal power like not being heard. All right. So, what is going on, I think, when you try to offer your thoughts on something or your perspective on something and someone ignores you, is that, when you're feeling consistently unheard, uh, you know, you don't feel validated and you begin to wonder, you know, is this something that's going to ruin my life? And but quite honestly, in our case, a lot of times because we have dealt with so much abuse and so much disrespect and treatment that isn't worth our time or effort or anything. We tolerated so much we feel automatically negated. We feel brushed aside. We feel ignored, and that's because as people who are involved with narcissists, we have been treated that way. We have been told that we're not good enough. We've been told that we deserve nothing better than what we're getting. You know what I'm saying? And so, if our ears are open and our mouths are closed, well, then we're seeing a lot more than we might even like to, right? Or hearing a lot more. But the fact is that when the narcissist dismisses your viewpoint, it brings you to the point of anxiety, right? So if it continues being, when you're being ignored or negated, it's going to engender, like it's going to just make part of you feel. You're going to feel irritated. You're going to feel angry, and you're going to feel ignored. You're going to feel like someone who matters to you, who doesn't listen to you, makes you feel depressed. It makes you feel like you have no power in any part of your life. If what you say can't be taken seriously by the person you're saying it to, you don't feel like you have any power at all, right? So what could be going on when this thing happens? What happens? Why does the narcissist not listen to you? Well, let's talk about it. So, number one, a narcissist doesn't listen to you because of their own confirmation bias and because of cognitive dissonance. So, what does that mean? Well, narcissists, just like everybody else, pretty much are going to listen to stuff that confirms what they already believe as opposed to things that aren't in line with what they think, right? So, look, if I already believe that the sky is blue, for instance, and someone tells me, you know what, the sky's really green, you know, if my belief is blue and I can't change blue in my mind, the confirmation bias of the fact that everyone else tells me the sky is blue and of the fact that, you know, the sky appears blue to me or whatever it's going to be hard for me to change my mind, right? But I'm not a narcissist, and so I might be able to be convinced. Okay, a narcissist with or without facts will be unconvinced that he or she is incorrect. So, but then on the other side of the coin, cognitive dissonance plays a role, like I said. And so, if you care about someone, you are probably going to want to hear what they have to say, right? But if you're angry at someone, your knee-jerk reaction might be to just instantly reject what they're saying as unimportant or wrong or otherwise not worth listening to, right? Well, a narcissist always feels that way about what other people have to say, especially when what other people have to say isn't right in line with what the narcissist wants. You feel me? So that's how it goes. So if we take in information data, you know, um, as a non-narcissist, we might have the ability to change our mind if it makes us understand that it's that we were incorrect or we were off with what we were thinking. But a narcissist can't think that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's where it is. So both confirmation bias and cognitive dissonance make us and narcissists especially prone to reject dissonant things that are different from what they believed before to be true. Um, and that especially is true when when someone speaking to us is someone that we have negative feelings toward. Okay, and the narcissist is a messed up person, and so they have negative feelings toward people in general, but especially their primary supply, while they also have some positive feelings there, right? So if negative political talk has told us, for example, that we should not like a particular politician, well, then we're probably not likely to listen to that person, right? So, depending on what you personally believe, like I'm not going to go into any personal politics here, but just considering the recent election with Trump and Clinton, you probably had some strong opinions on that. And, if your position was affected by someone else, you get it. But if you are a narcissist, you would only allow your position to be affected by people who you deemed respectful, respectable, and people that that you think are worth listening to. The fact is, we all are that way up to a point, right? We all, up to a point, believe things to be true as they are, right? So, all right. The next thing is that the a narcissist. If you could sum it up in 3 words, the way they're being in the world, right? It's I know everything, right? Or I know best, which essentially translates to whatever you have to say isn't worth hearing, right? And this is like they're all about me. I'm always right thing, right? This, of course, leads narcissists to do a lot of talking and, of course, not very much listening, right? So, look, teenagers tend to specialize in narcissistic stances to give you an idea, right? But the fact is that whether they're teenagers or adults, they often believe narcissists that they know best, right? So that's how you can kind of teenagers sometimes grow out of it, but I'm talking about really toxic narcissists here. So that's the thing we have to recognize, okay? The bottom line though is that you know when a narcissist is angry, which they are often, when they're injured, narcissistic rage, narcissistic injury, the more injured and enraged they are, the less ability they'll have to take in new information. You might as well be talking to a brick wall, like I say all the time. And for narcissistic listening, if someone is angry at you and they hear you, it's just going to be to knock away what you have said with reasons why you said something wrong. You understand? So you're going to expect anything you say to be met with, well, yeah, but still, blah, 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 my opinion. What I believe, da, 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 da. What you believe is stupid. What I believe is right. Feel me? Yeah. So basically, the reason narcissists don't listen to you is because they really don't think you have anything of value to say. I mean, and that sucks, but it's a fact. The best way to deal with that is to only speak to them about things you must speak to them about and to gray rock them the rest of the way. Feel me? All right. I'm going to wrap it up for today. I will see you later tomorrow or later today with another video. Otherwise, have a great weekend and keep your head up. Talk to you soon.